Hi. So it's been 6 days since I wore my corset. I took it off before Thanksgiving and I hadn't put it back on. And it wasn't good. So I tried this morning and I put it on. It was on for a few minutes and I immediately threw up all over the place. It just felt so tight. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I guess I was like bloated. I ate spaghetti and had a few drinks last night, and my stomach was just angry and made me throw up all over. Which I found out throwing up in a steel bone corset is a very effing painful experience. I got stabbed the whole time. I was like wrenching and it was horrible. I do not suggest it. -5 out of 10. But so aside from that, I managed to injure my eye on Thursday. This is the same eye I've injured before when I was doing photography. This time I have scratched my eye in a certain way, and as you can tell, it's all red and lazy. It does not want to be open, and it's super sensitive to light and stuff like that. Like, I was driving in the dark, dropping Josh off at work this morning, and the street lights were hurting my eye, which, like, that's a pretty bad sign. And then so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I think I'm just going to buy an eye patch and become a pirate. Also, like I said, I had to drop off Josh this morning because his truck isn't working again. But the truck is a 1992 Chevy. We can't be mad at it. I mean, like, it's older than my brother. So, yeah. That's all of what's going on right now. It's been a pretty crazy morning. Oh, and I drove all the way to Corpus to work to go drop off paperwork this morning with my one eye. And I was so nervous about going to work with my pink hair. I, like, hadn't even touched it up. I wanted it to be, like, dull because I didn't want them to tell me something. And instead, they were like, oh, we love it. So, go figure, right? Anyways, yeah, that's about it for now. I'm going to try again in the morning to restart my corset training. I didn't even, like, put it back on. I gave up after all the throwing up and stuff. It was horrible. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm checking back in. I'm like, I feel half naked, even though I, like, breastfeed in public. Like, I don't know. Checking back in. Please ignore the literal mountain of laundry I have right here that I need to be doing. I am going to get into my corset again, and this is going to be my second attempt since Thanksgiving. Yesterday, like I said, I was so bloated, like, I threw up with the corset. That didn't have anything to do with Thanksgiving. That was more like me taking advantage of not wearing my corset and overeating, overindulging, being a bad girl, not sticking to it. So, yeah, I feel really guilty about not having worn my corset for literally a week now. I think I wore it for like maybe 3 hours yesterday, which is nothing compared to how I usually wear it. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get into it. Give me just a sec. Okay, so it's on, but it's not tied at all. Let me actually make sure I have the right straps. But before I tighten it, you see, like, my mama pooch right here. This is what I've been working on, and it has been getting smaller. I need to take another update picture. I'll take it at the beginning of December, or I'll take it soon. Maybe the beginning of January, because I, like, slacked off, like, really bad. But, so I've been lifting my mama pooch the best I can up into my corset to try and work on, like, flattening out that skin. And it really works out because I wear these, like, super stretchy bras. They aren't exactly nursing bras, but they're, like, easy access bras. And so I just kind of pull them down and I can hide this fat roll that appears when I lift the mama pooch. But like I said, lifting the mama pooch is key. Let me just make sure I got it all up in there. And now I'm going to lace up. So here we go. I know it's all like warped and crooked and stuff like that. I've already broken all the rules. I'm not the best example. I'm not the best example, but I also really follow the listen to your body method, because I've been wearing corsets for a long time. I wore them before waist training was kind of a popular thing, not to sound all like, oh, like such a pretentious person, but I wore them like back when I worked at Red Lobster, which was probably like 2011, 2013, which may have been like the beginning of the waist training thing, because the Kardashians were a thing back then. Like it was probably like 2012 actually, because I moved to Oklahoma in 2013. So like to end of 2011, 2012, whenever I worked at Red Lobster is when I realized I really, and I'm just, cutting all my cords, making sure I'm pulling them. When I worked at Red Lobster is when I really got into wearing the corsets, because I needed the back support. If you've ever worked at Red Lobster or anywhere, see, this is what I'm talking about, be able to hide my fat roll. And what I like about this corset is that it does go really high in the back, so it kind of eliminates that fat roll as well. I hope I'm not showing butt crack. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know how heavy the trays can get right away. And at Red Lobster, we had some plates that on their own weighed 10 pounds. Just the plate before it had food on it. Like the platter, is what I mean. Let me see. Almost got it. So now I kind of are like, hold on to it with my teeth. And I tighten. I hold on to it with my teeth, and I tighten it. Whatever last little bit, I feel like I need to tighten it. And if you look at the back looks like a horrible mess. It's like tight at the bottom. It warps like this. I'll show you in a minute. I'm breaking all the rules, like I said. But I know my body. I know what I can do with it. I know what it can take. And obviously, this center part and up here is going to be bigger now than it was before, which is affecting all the measurements, yada, yada, yada. But I'm working towards a goal. So with all of that in mind, here is the back of my corset. And it's just about as tight as I can make it. So yep. And now I do the crisscross and come to the front, and I started doing the tuck because it's easier to hide under your clothes, and it does stay pretty secure. I also kind of retighten my corset like halfway through the day, because your body gets used to them, used to the pressure, I guess, and they do like loosen up a little bit. So, like I said, all of this gets nicely tucked into my bra, and now I just throw on a shirt. And I'm stealthing for the day. There we go. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to, that light's not good. Hopefully I'll be able to last longer in my corset today. I should be able to. It feels really good. See what a difference that Mama Pooch being tucked in makes. It totally makes a difference. And I can tell it's making a difference when I take off my corset. I feel it. I feel the corset on my hips a lot more now, and I feel it shaping me. I'm excited, I'm excited to see the results of how I'm working my corset now. So, yeah, but if you are interested in following me and my corset journey, please subscribe to my channel. Like it because it gets me more exposure and more people can learn about corsets. And, yeah, that's about it. My eye is still wonky. I'll give an update on that. Hopefully it gets better soon. But love y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye.